the traffic in Los Angeles, it says something that local officials warned motorists about a temporary roadwork closure on the 405 last year by calling it Carmageddon. Angelenos took the hint, and this weekend they're expected to steer clear of the latest 405 closure, named, of course, Carmageddon 2. That's how it is in L.A., a snarl of overstuffed freeways and commuters who keep their cool, except when they don't. KPCC's Stephen Cuevas has this profile of a punk rocker whose music expresses the insanity of L.A. traffic while extolling the virtues of public transit.
Couple of things you need to know about Eddie Solis. He lives in L.A., loves the band Kiss, and does not own a car.
Being someone who's from L.A., born and raised, and, having a few cars in my past, I saw the city much differently, through a different perspective, through the eyes of a bus rider.
Want to just go all the way to the back? Sure.
Line 18, Wilshire, Western Station.
Just steps from the front door of his home, across the street from a tortilla factory in LA's Boyle Heights neighborhood, Solis catches a bus that connects him with the city's subway and the commuter train he catches to his day job at an indie record label in Hollywood.
It just opened me up to little neighborhoods, galleries, clubs, bars, just everything. Just seeing what's out there, little pockets of the city.
Solis's journeys aboard LA buses and subway cars informs a lot of the material on The New Los Angeles Part 1, Through the Eyes of a Bus Rider, the latest release by the singer-guitarist band It's Casual. In Solis's vision of a new Los Angeles, people abandon their cars, climb aboard public transit, and rediscover their communities. One song extols the virtues of the LA County Metropolitan Transit Agency's Easy Pass and the urban underbelly it introduces to the rider.
And that's a nod and homage to, the people who know what you could even go cheaper and really beat the system and really steer away from spending money on gas and oil profits and all that. Is all it takes for me to witness racial tension, for me to witness illegal aliens. It's not to paint a negative picture, it's just my perspective of what is seen.
Easy pass.
Off the bus and back on the street, we make our way past a jazz saxophonist playing for pocket change and down a long escalator to catch a train.
So, where are we now?
We're at the Red Line station, the Pershing Square station in downtown LA.
And what's our destination?
We're going to go downstairs another tier, and in about 5 minutes we're going to get on the Red Line going northbound.
Okay, let's go.
The Metro Red Line snakes from North Hollywood to downtown Los Angeles. It's the train that inspired It's Casual's signature tune and spawned a viral internet video. It was partly filmed late at night on a moving train as it hurtles from station to station. Solis thrashes away on his guitar and barks the lyrics, which celebrate the Red Line and call out the congested freeways that coil around Los Angeles.
Este es un tren del Metro Red Line a North Hollywood.
The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the 210, the freeways are not so nice.
The thread that comes out of the record that ties everyone together is just be alive, don't be a victim of having a car.
The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The red light, the red light.
An MTA spokesman said he couldn't comment on Eddie Solis's furious pro-Metro message, but the Red Line video was a hit at the offices of Move LA.
Eddie's done a good job. Thank you, Eddie.
It's the public transportation advocacy group headed by former Santa Monica Mayor Denny Zane. He liked the juxtaposition of Solis blissfully riding LA public transit in one scene with scenes of the band raging against those notorious freeway jams.
Eddie is all frantic when he talks about highways and so mellow when he's grooving on a skateboard and on the bus and on the Red Line. There's a metaphor for the transformation, from the, oh my God, I just got to get out of the traffic to, hey, this is cool, I can mellow out.
Or you can blast the tune like Too Many People as you claw your way across Los Angeles by car, bus, or skateboard.
Los Angeles, there's too many people. I want them to go away, even though it makes me afraid.
Too Many People could also be a motto for It's Casual. Over the years, the band whittled itself down to a power duo of Solis and a rotating cast of drummers. So you may think the burly, bearded punk rocker just can't get along with freeways, with people, or his native LA. Not true.
I love it. I love everything about it. I've traveled throughout the U.S. many times, and I could never look forward enough to coming back. The weather, the different cultures, the landscape. I was just like, you know what? Now I know why everyone moves to L.A.
Solis will bring the love and the volume during a Red Line mini tour next month. It's Casual will play a different venue within walking distance of several Red Line metro stops from Union Station to West Hollywood. For the California Report, I'm Stephen Cuevas.
That's the California Report, a production of KQED Public Radio in San Francisco. Our director this week is Nina Thorson. Sil Muller is our technical producer. We had additional engineering from Danny Bringer and Howard Gelman. Thanks to Hank Hadley at KCBX. Our online team includes Lisa Pickoff-White, David Marks, and Don Clyde. Our interns are Catherine Borgeson and Rachel Johnson. Tyke Hendricks is our elections editor with production help from Tina Lauerberg. We had editing support from Paul Rogers. Victoria Mauleon is our associate senior producer. Ingrid Becker is our senior producer. The news director is Bruce Kuhn. I'm Rachel Myro. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend. This is the California Report.
Funds for the California Report are provided by the James Irvine Foundation, expanding opportunity for the people of California and supporting the California Report since its premiere in 1995. And the California Endowment. Health happens in schools at calendow.org. And Chevron, investing in renewables, strengthening communities, and creating jobs. More information at chevron.com.
The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the 210, the freeways are not so nice. The 101, the 405, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The red line, 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 the red line. The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The 101, the 405, the freeways are not so nice. The 605, the 101, the 101, the 101, the I-10, the 210, the 605, the 101, the 405, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The red line, 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 the red line.
Good evening and welcome to the 115th episode of Los Angeles Nista. I am the show creator, producer, and host, Edward Solis. And tonight is a Whittier episode. And the anchor destination that we're going to talk about is a place known as a 40, but the real place is called the 6740, which is a epic destination for the class of 93 of Pioneer High School, me and all my friends. And the in-studio guest representing that destination is the owner, Mike Katchoff. How are you, Mike?
I am fine.
I love it. I love it. You know, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about because I'm from Whittier, and, you know, that's my hometown, and I have family and a lot of friends, a lot of great friends that I consider family. So, you know, what we got to do is articulate the backstory to 6740, because a lot of people go there and they, you know, some people live there. They go there. That's their spot, you know?
Yep,
and
spots.
But do people really know the backstory? And that's what I want to provide for my friends and family. And there's also a lot to talk about from you as an individual. You actually, you know, you operate pretty intuitive and are a really positive person, and we're going to get into that. It's great. It's great. Yeah, you're a good person. You really are.
I am.
You are.
I am.
You are. Now, okay, so here we go.
If you like it or not.
If you like it or not. Well, perception becomes reality, right?
Absolutely.
You are.
I be.
I am.
Okay.
Listen, the 6740, the first time I stepped in there, I was 21. Okay? That's the first place I went to have a drink when I turned 21. And you've been open for how long?
1997. So we're on our 17th year in July.
Right. And so you guys are already past that 4-year mark of opening a business, 7-year mark, 10-year mark. So you guys are established.
We've done a few World Cups.
Yeah. You guys, and this isn't your first rodeo. I mean, you guys have had a lot of rodeos there.
Yeah.
So tell me about how it became to be. Like, when did you commit to opening this place that we know as 6740?
Probably about 96. Took us a year or so of bumbling around. And,
so you visualized it with your partners first.
Well, they visualized something completely different. One partner, Dave Bird, had Subculture clothing store on Greenleaf.
Subculture.
And my other partner, Ariel Sikaris, Audie, he had a place called Beans, a coffee place prior to Starbucks. Yeah, Starbucks.
Now, Beans used to even have bands play.
Yeah. Poetry, bands,
because
art.
When I started playing music when I was 18, I was a late bloomer. I didn't pick up a guitar until I was 18. I would go to Beans and Ground Zero on Painter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Remember
sure.
Ground Zero? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I know Beans. So I had no idea Beans had a connection to...
Oh, yeah, they did it. That was their idea because they were both losing their lease and they decided to make a coffee shop, sandwich shop, because Audie had great sandwiches at Beans.
Right.
And incorporate clothing, streetwear type of clothing, boardwear and all that stuff. And
but you were
and I had a cigar shop.
Yeah, you had a cigar shop.
I had a cigar shop in back of both sides of the equator, which is Chicano bookstore.
Yeah.
And I had a little back room. I built a great little cigar. My brother built a great little humidor.
How much square footage did you have? More or less.
About this much. No, it was way smaller than this.
It was actually
smaller. He
maximized,
maximized. He did the walls kind of askew, and I painted the floor. Man, my knees hurt. I painted the floor. I sat on the ground and put these lines all over the place and did kind of a Alice in Wonderland floor. You know what? It's probably still there, and I'm sure it's still back there. Whoever has that shop, it's called something. Anyways, so they decided to do it. And I kind of hit them up saying, if you ever needed a partner, you guys feel like an extra person, I don't know how long I'm going to last. The Havana House, which is in Whittier, opened the same time I did around. And, you know,
that was the competition, right?
Yeah, our friends, too. Totally respect. I like those guys. They like me. We still, to this day, have a great relationship. Everyone. In fact, everyone in Whittier is all good. Everyone. We're all friends.
All of Greenleaf.
It's all hugs and love and kisses.
That's awesome.
And beers and toast and stuff.
Everyone reinforces each other because if your neighbor's doing good, you're doing good, vice versa,
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, tell me what year you visualized the 6740 concept once they brought you into it.
It evolved. There was no concept. It was a mismatch of mismatch. It's a mismatch of stuff. And we were going to bring my cigars. It was a humidor inside the place already. So
really?
We put it had this humidor in it, a jukebox, because we all like music. We love music. That's everything is about music for me and my partners as well. And So we just had this, and we still do. We have this great jukebox, and it turned into the spot that it was. We were going to have sandwiches and beers and clothes, and the city says, no, you can't. If you're going to do a kitchen, you have to have a full kitchen with this and that. And we three wise men came to Whittier. We followed the star, and we brought our tidings to Greenleaf.
Nice. Now, you guys, I remember you used to have a coffee bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the front.
Yeah.
The front was a coffee bar.
So that was kind of like the Beans aesthetic.
Right. And we had this big, beautiful coffee machine.
And there was breakfast served.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? Dang, you remember that. Frittatas.
Wow.
Yep. I was, one day I did a barbecue chicken and egg frittata, and you can't cover the baby in the mom, or you can't cover something like that. And I was told that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
It doesn't work.
Well,
I see it on menus.
Yeah. I mean, creating your own rules is breaking the rules.
That's what I'm best at. I do that best.
Now, when did you get rid of the coffee bar?
Oh, I don't remember. The same. Not that long ago. First the humidor went, and then we had a stage just in case, and we've had a few bands. Yeah, we had kind of some music. My brother Buddy Zapata played.
Yeah.
Rick Solem played. I think he's a piano player, and I just saw somewhere that he was in Honeymoon in Las Vegas. I saw Dave Alvin wrote something that he was in the band
Blasters.
He was in the band behind Bruno Mars was the Little Elvis. And I saw this post that he did. I'm like, wow.
Dave Alvin posted that?
Yeah, because he put together the band. I just saw a post of it. So Rick Solom, oh shoot, that's the guy that played.
Dave Alvin he put the band together for what?
For the Honeymoon in Las Vegas.
Oh.
I think that was the movie. The one with Elvis is jumping out of the plane.
So
was
like
that
a music supervisor.
Was that was Honeymoon in Las Vegas? Yeah.
So yeah, like a music supervision
put
role.
This in front of me.
Wow.
Is this too close?
No, get closer.
Okay. Yikes. That was creeping me out a little bit. No, it didn't.
So I know it did. So when, what's funny is there's a lot of work that goes into
Brad Rice played there. Sorry.
Brad Rice
played guitar in, what's that country guy's name? Some fancy pretty boy country guy from Australia.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah. Who's the big
Keith
guy?
Urban.
Keith Urban. Yeah, I forget he's Australian. Yeah. I think he's from like Alabama or something.
Yeah, he wishes.
Yeah. Pretty boy Australian guy.
Anyways, he played guitar in that band. He played there.
That's good.
And I'm Gary Cronin.
One thing I like about 6740 is you guys always had a very, very consistent jukebox, and that's all rooted in you.
No, definitely not.
No?
Audie and Dave just as well. Audie has a Chrome Waves radio. He has a internet radio station that he streams all kinds of new indie, small label.
Does he really?
Loud, great. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a lot of that stuff, but the funky, maybe jazz, blues, ugly rock and roll,
dirty rock,
some punk rock, some older punk rock. It's all me.
Very cool.
And my partner Dave, definitely.
Right. Now, you guys have stood the test of time, and when I'm doing a Whittier episode, it's like we got to talk about 6740 because
we've only got a minute 36 seconds. You better hurry up.
A minute 36.
No, an hour 36.
And I think
did I mess your train of thought up?
You did.
Okay.
But I think that the fact of the matter is you're doing something right.
I do a lot of things right.
And 17 years, and people are so used to you being there. There's a framework you've created that is made up of consistency.
We created.
I'm saying you because
I'm here.
No one else.
I'm here. Okay.
So the actual framework, it's like consistency, great customer service.
Thanks.
Great product.
I hope so.
Yeah. What do you think about Greenleaf? Have you seen it evolve? In your opinion, has it evolved?
It has gone different. When I was there, when we first started, there was Havana House and John Greenleaf's around the corner.
Yeah. Remember Noah?
Oh, of course I remember Noah. If you were stuck, it was an everything bar. I was there Well, never mind. But if you were there, I always thought I never went there I promised myself I'd never be there at 2:00 because every time I was there at 2:00 when it was last call, it always wasn't
good.
Thing. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was never good. So I promised someone, hey, we're going to go down one nightcap. It's okay.
One time I went there and I saw this guy. He had a house arrest ankle bracelet, and the cops came and got him at last call.
I've seen that. I've seen fights.
Stuff, right?
I've seen, But that's all gone. It's an old age home, which it was prior.
But it was
to
like
them closing.
it was the go-to Cholo bar. So if you want to go get like
Cholo bar, it's just everybody, man. Stop labeling me.
You're not a Cholo.
Not yet.
Or you're going to get jumped in. Well, we're going to talk about your LA roots on the second half. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who built the menu? Is that a collaboration or is it you?
Originally, Audie and Dave.
Okay.
Not me. And that was all them. Audie's has a Cuban heritage.
Really?
And black beans, the rice. We had plantains. We had salmon. We had all kinds of stuff. And, we didn't know what we're through, like you said, we were three wise men that weren't so wise. And we just made this, put it all together. Put beer and did just clustered it all together. Cluster effed it. But we were able to have the knowledge, the foresight, just knowledge to let it go. If it didn't work, move it.
Right.
If we ate more salmon than we sold, then
there's a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Take it off.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, being a local, you guys are the catalyst for other people trying to open up places that are serving alcohol.
I don't know for the catalyst, but I mean, it's great that they are. It's great. In fact, I have all those guys are so great. My friends across the street, the Bottle Room.
Yeah.
There's you say you're going to play at Phoenix.
We're playing at Phoenix on February 22nd, Saturday night.
The Rusty Monk just opened up. They're great.
Same owner.
Yeah. Flight. My friends at Flight. My dear friends at Flight. And you met Jesse from the Spin Lounge when we're walking.
Absolutely.
Him and his brothers own a bar down the street that has DJs.
Oh, he owns a Spin?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sata has great cocktails. And, I don't want to miss out on anybody. Bizarra Capital down the street. Flight, folks from Flight opened up an oyster bar.
Wow.
Portsmouth.
Very interesting.
And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry.
Well, there's two things I want to throw in there. Lovell's for vinyl records. Levels.
Oh, yeah.
Tom's great.
Yeah.
And Winchell's Donuts.
Winchell's Donuts, yeah, sure.
I love Winchell's Donuts.
Stay off the donuts, man.
Well, so as far as...
what's the first record you bought there? Do you know?
Black Flag, Everything Went Black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Aerosmith rocks.
Really?
I stood in line. I was a little guy, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, again, I can't wait to get in, dig into your mind with music and LA culture, because you got a lot to say and a lot to share. What's the hardest thing about running the 6740? Is there anything hard? I mean,
it's not, it's as hard. Anything's as hard as you make it. Everything and anything is. And no, it's not. It's not. It's great. I love it. I'm blessed. There's nothing.
Absolutely.
There's nothing. I am blessed to have such good folk, such great folk that work for me. Screw that. Work with me. And my customers you saw them all there. Those are guys that come in all the time. And folks that don't even come there all the time it's just great. It's like I go there and I am, a lot of the times I am overwhelmed how lucky I have it. I ain't rich. I don't have a lot of money, but I got a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry.
No, I mean, I'm not. What's important to me is I feel like I have an opportunity to share your passion for the 6740 and why you push every day and do what you got to do out of love for it, and keep it going, and it's like, because I know a lot of people that go there and, customers go there and they're on the other side. It's like behind the scenes, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the opportunity for me as a local Whittier guy, being from there and having a lot of roots there, is to explain and articulate, hey, this is our spot. And here he is on the show. And it's like, yeah, this is great.
We talked about a little bit about that a while back in our first meeting. So you were part of this like first wave of kids. Let me call you a kid because you're 21. And what are you, about 60 now? What are you?
69.
69. Nice. So creep me out again, man. So there's been waves of people where I've seen your friends. You came in with so Marianne's friends, so I know that whole crew that she knows.
About the same age.
And so your parent Pioneer High School. And so that whole group, I know a lot of Whittier High School. What year?
93.
93. So you guys know who that is. And a lot of guys worked at my place that were your friends that you're from Whittier High School. And I've seen different groups. So from 21 to 30. And then, you guys go off and get married and have babies and pass away. And then other guys, there's groups of 21 that come in. And I've seen maybe 3 generations maybe of people come in.
So you've seen 3 generations of development.
Yeah, I've seen kids grow up. I've seen, I coached baseball at Whittier High School for years. And kids that were freshmen in high school, one kid works for me now.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, the fact of the matter is,
one kid. He's not a kid. Anyways.
To see 3 generations through something you started.
Michael, you're not a kid.
You get you get attached emotionally because you see these people.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you are very open and positive, and it seems like you let people in through conversation, and you make friends. These customers become your friends, and you care about them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Do. Yeah,
that's the truth.
I have a whole room full of friends right now.
Right.
And yeah.
Now, employees. I mean, some of these people.
Family.
Yeah, the family. I mean, some of these people move on, or they go on trips, or they pass away. So that's part of like the book of 6740.
Yeah. We've had quite a few important, really big-hearted, smiled, hugged people. Now you're with us, now you're not. You just kind of...
Either they move or they pass away. And for someone who sees them all the time, I don't think the average customer walks in there and realizes that...
just see them, hug them, and love them.
Yeah. And that you see, like, you develop a bond with these people. And it's not just like, here's your beer, give me my money. It's more like, it's a real bond. And I think that that takes a lot of love and mental work.
Yeah, it's just is. It's part of life. It's part of hey man, I'm gonna get out of this shell pretty soon and move on. Bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things out of the shell. Mm-hmm. Now, let's talk about the craft beer explosion. Okay.
It's explosion is not the right word. It exploded.
It exploded. The bubble burst already, right?
No, it's still still growing, but
not
it's not
for you, but for the manufacturers. For someone to come along now, it's a little too late. Someone new.
Who's to say? It's never too late.
Well, that's a good attitude. I bring that up because that's something that's clear to me that is developed in that industry that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
When did you see? I mean, now there's always breweries, Angel City Brewery, local place. You carry them.
Oh yeah. Golden Pilsner.
Yeah. When did you decide to install your first craft beer?
I think Stone Brewery hit us up before we hit them up, and apparently they said we were one of their first accounts up in Southern California.
Really?
Apparently, that's what they told me. So, but that was about 1997, 97, 98. And they hit us up, and we just stuck with it and got between the IPA and that. But that was it, and then it just rolled. It wasn't something that just happened. It just happened. But you have to hunt it. You have to hunt it. You have to find it. You have to taste it.
Research.
You have to research. You have to You have to research.
It takes time.
It takes a lot of time and a lot of sleep.
Now. Being in your position, there's only so much space at the bar. So you got to have your essentials. You got to have the Budweiser, the Bud Light.
You don't have to. I do. So? I choose to.
You do. But it makes things a little easier if you do because, some people don't go out of
Well, my thing, I think I told you, if you like it, I love it. So if you like Shock Top, man, that's my favorite. If you like Angel City or you like Lagunitas, Hairy Eyeball, yeah. If you like Dos Equis,
right,
I love it. If you don't like beer, I don't like it. So whatever you want, whatever it is, it's just whatever makes you happy. I'm elated for anything.
Right. So how do you decide what should be on your tab?
I have to taste it. I have to do the work.
So you really do the research. You really try to get people's feedback. See if they like things.
No, my feedback's right here.
It's the tasting.
It's a taste, and if I think it sells, and if it's priced correctly, and there's a lot of
margin.
Yeah, you have to make money.
Right.
I have to keep that plate. I mean, I am support a lot of people. Like I said, I don't make a ton of money. It all goes back into the 6740, and but I support people. People's jobs depend on me. People's friendships and a lot of people depend on it.
Sure. Now,
no pressure.
Right. No
really
pressure.
Don't. Really. It isn't. It just happens, and it's good.
Well, because
love it.
You're into it. You're passionate. You love doing it.
I love everything, man. You're going to get me on this roll.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Feel it.
Love is in the air.
It's always in the air.
All you need is love, right? Now, why do you have the essentials? Like the Budweiser. Yeah, it's true. The Budweiser and the Coors Light. Like, why do you have those? Yeah.
I have it
since you don't have to. Why do you have it?
Because one, the margin is really great.
Yeah.
I like to make money. I like to stay open. Two, if you like it, I love it. I'm not going to pass judgment on it. And I have no problems with any beer. It's all, it's all water, man. It's all forms of water. But no, I have it because it sells. One, I mean, Bud Light was still might be my number one seller. I don't know what it was last time. It changes from week to week, but Stone IPA,
king of beers,
Bud Light,
man. It's the king of beers.
Dude, Sis Montaigne's stout, Black Dawn Stout is one of my favorites.
Let's talk about a beer that surprised you, like a craft beer that didn't have too much historicals, and then you said, "Okay, we'll try it. I like it."
Sis Montaigne.
Really?
Montaigne. I know. They're great folk, but what is something else that there's been quite a few that roll through. There's just been a lot that do that to me.
Right.
That I like it.
Now,
you know what? There was one down in San Gabriel called Skyscraper, and they were kind of like a working class beer, and Philip was doing something, and they used to come in and have lunch and have dinner, him and his wife, all the time.
Very well.
And he had some issues with moving, and I don't know what the issues were, but he ended up having to close down. I understand he's going to open up again, and good luck to him, but not anything. But that was something that we had a real good connection, because when he started, he used to deliver it himself. And
that's awesome.
And
make it and deliver it himself, right?
Clean the lines himself, and then he got more of a crowd, and worked out pretty well.
Let's talk about some of your better selling craft beers right now at 6740. I was going to say the 40, but I want to address it properly. What?
No, you say whatever you want, man.
What is the what's new and exciting as far as what sells there? I mean,
right now, it's that's all that stuff is good. Bud and Bud Light and all that stuff.
But the craft beers, like
the craft beer. Yeah. I think right now the surprising one that everyone's liking is the Angel City. That Angel City
right down the street.
The Pilsner, what's called Gold Line Pilsner.
Yeah,
they've named it after you, right?
That's me.
Oh no, that's
Gold Line Pilsner.
Red Line.
Well, no, we have the Gold Line.
One of the line.
The Gold Line's a closing song.
Oh, is it really?
We just don't have a video for it.
Oh, not yet. There's there was something else that I just put up. Login. I've been friends and with the Lagunitas people for years as well. Yeah, and they just always not take care of me, but think of me when. And same with the Firestone guy was here earlier today and at my place, and they always watch out when there's something new coming up, and they think of me. It's flattering.
It's great. Now with beer, you got to have food.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your menu.
Let's
talk about your menu. I saw a prototype. Is that new menu installed?
No, not yet.
I saw the new menu before it's out.
You did.
Now let's talk about it. What's the vision and intent of it?
Of the new menu?
Yes.
Relevance. Relevance and we never stayed with price increases of meat. Meat's expensive. Wings are not what they were years ago, and it's cleaning stuff up, streamline, not irrelevant items.
Not as much labor to get things done, right?
Right. Yeah. Just keep it clean, simple, straight,
streamlined,
forward.
clear.
Yeah, clear,
coherent. Yes.
Would you like to throw anything else in?
Well, you know what I like?
It's not that
fish and
cold.
chips.
Oh yeah.
The fish and chips are great.
Yeah, we changed those a little, but it's to the better.
How so though? I mean, how'd you change it?
There's more fish.
Yeah.
There's more batter.
So it's bigger and better and badder.
Yes. Yeah, that's something we've had for years. We make our own batter.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
It's not that hard, but it's what we do.
Let's talk about your vegan.
We do everything. We make everything. Our wing sauce is people love our wing sauce. People love our wings. So that's something we do, but we make a lot of stuff by hand, man. We don't buy ranch dressing. We make that from the little packages and stuff. We make our salsa. We make our chips and salsa. We make all that stuff. We don't just buy frozen.
Let's talk about your.
Were you looking at yourself in the camera? Were you looking at yourself in the camera? Okay.
Yeah, I bought some new hair product today.
You couldn't tell.
I like it.
So did I.
You do? Thank you. You gonna buy me a drink after?
No. I'm going home.
Now listen. Let's talk about your vegan menu though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have a vegan item. You guys are vegan friendly.
Well, we will soon be veganer friendlier.
But that is available. That is
not all the time. No, not all. Our soup, we have great soup. We make our soup from scratch too. It is made from scratch. We do not use any packages of any powders. We make everything from scratch, and we sell soup really well. And we have I get stuff all the time from you can't call it menudo if it's not. There's no tripe in it. I will put my menudo up to a lot of people's menudo.
Right. Well, let's talk about the guidelines.
Tribe, man.
Let's talk about the guidelines for you to like what good menudo is. I mean, you got to have that red stained on the bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
Orange.
Red or orange?
Okay, yeah.
Red, orange?
Yeah, well, I used to eat menudo. So I used to eat it that way, and I knew what I liked. And so that's, I know I have meat. I grew up eating meat, so I know what meat tastes like, and I know what meat should taste like, and I know what if I didn't eat meat, which I don't eat meat, but if I didn't eat meat, I would know what I'm in like some kind of, I think I walked myself into a grave. If I didn't eat meat, since I don't eat meat, I know what the person who does eat meat would like to taste.
When he eats meat.
If he doesn't eat meat. Yeah, I've got to.
That's good.
I got to go to the restroom.
No, listen. Talk about how your menudo is prepared. The vegan menudo.
How's it prepared?
Yeah.
We use a chicken. I didn't tell you that.
You don't want to give it away?
No, it's just vegetable
Secret
broth.
recipe?
It's vegetable broth and tofu.
Tofu.
Yeah. So instead of tripe,
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah, it's tofu instead
the
of tripe.
veganism versus the carnivorism.
Yeah, I mean, it's not whatever you like is good. If you like tofu, if you like tripe, have to it, man. Enjoy it. I did eat it, but I don't think I ever enjoyed it. But most people like it, so it's good. If you like it, I love it.
That's great. So we're going to take a music break.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to play stuff off Mike's personal iPod, the kind of stuff you listen to.
Well, yeah, I get to do that. Great.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk about what we listen to. But you got a family member in there.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, who is this?
Oh, it's Henry.
And he's 13.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The kid's 13.
Listen to it. He played it. He sang it. It's all, and it's, it's not from the beginning. So should I throw it in the beginning? Let's see if I can. I will.
We're going to take a music break, but you're listening to Los Angeles Nista, episode 115, and it's brought to you by Amoeba Music, Death Wish Skateboards, Baker Skateboards, Jaritos, La Mascota Bakery. Mike, take us away with your music.
1, 2, 3, 4. What's your
name, baby? I wanna know today. I wanna know because you're driving me crazy. Give me hope, okay? Let you go away. Please, 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 baby, away. Yeah, okay. Away. Please, okay. Yes, away. You're the heart attack that cut my back, and not in a good way. What do I have to do to make it go away and not to be me? Okay, away. Yeah, okay. Away. Please today. Yeah, today. Yeah, okay.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm there was a chick, the prettiest chick I know. With a little curve here and a little curve there, this chick, she had curves everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And oh, this chick, she had a walk, E-I-E-I-O. And how this walk would drive 'em wild, swinging to and fro, with a little wiggle here and a little wiggle there. Man, this chick had wiggles to spare. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. When she went walking into town, E-I-E-I-O. The local gentry popped their eyes. Tarnation, what a show! With a gold dang here and a gosh darn there. Heavens to Betsy, I do declare, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. There was a barn dance Saturday night, E-I-E-I-O. And the fellas came for miles around just to see her do-si-do. With a promenade here and a promenade there, at a square dance, boy, this chick was no square. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I used to be a traveling man, E-I-O. Until I hit MacDonald's place, things were mighty slow. With a little chick here and a little chick there, I didn't have a real chick anywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. This farmer's daughter knocked me out, E-I-E-I-O. I asked MacDonald for her hand, and Pappy hollered go. With a little curve here and a little wiggle there, a gold dang here and a gosh darn there, a do-si-do here and a promenade there. Got my own private county fair, 'cause old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-O.
In the night, all alone with me, we're waiting for the sunlight. When I feel cold, you warm me, and when I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever, Sarah. Smile. Oh, won't you smile for me, Sarah? If you feel like leaving, you know you can go. But why don't you stay until tomorrow? If you wanna be free, you know, all you got to do is say so. And when you feel cold, I'll warm you. And when you feel you can't go on, I'll come and hold you. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile for me, Sarah? Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile, Sarah? me feel like a man, not keeping me crazy, crazy. Smile, smile.
Time is running out, and I can't wait. I have to say this before it's too late. I wanna be the one to hear you call, to catch you as you tumble while the empire falls. And when I say it out loud, I look like Schlemiel, but I gotta do it anyway. Tell you how I feel. I don't wanna be a hero. I just wanna do the best I can to keep you happy and be your ever-loving man. There's nothing here for us and no place left to go. Slipstream of destruction has us in its tow. But there's one thing that can make it alright, holding on to you in the dying light. And when I say it out loud, I look like Schlemiel, but I gotta do it anyway. Tell you how I feel. In the darkness that surrounds us, I'm gonna make my stand. Shine the light of love and be your ever-loving man. But when I say it out loud, I look like a Schlemiel, but I gotta do it anyway. Tell you how I feel. All
welcome back to Los Angeles Nista, episode 115. I'm the show creator, producer, and host, Edward Solis. Tonight is a Whittier episode, and this is the second one we do. We did one with Nancy Mendez before, assistant city manager. It was great. And, this episode's great because I have so much attachment to Uptown and to 6740. So it's great to have Mike. And Mike, how you doing? Are you holding up good?
I'm tip-top.
Tip-top. I love that. So, we created a full picture of like the backstory, which is important, how you go about serving stuff, the food, the drinks, the relationship you have with your employees, your customers, your business partners.
The surrounding businesses. Whittier in general.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Los Angeles in general, California.
But, one thing I want to get into now for the second half is I want to talk about Mike Catchoff being an Angelino. I want to know about you. I want people to know about you and where you come from. You're born and raised East Side, right?
Montebello, born in Montebello, but yeah, my parents were born East Side. Both my parents were born in, one went to Roosevelt, one went to Franklin.
Wow. And so where'd you go to high school?
I went to Whittier High School.
So you came out to Whittier what year?
I was born in Montebello. We moved to Whittier pretty early.
Okay.
So I was raised over there, but I spent a lot of time in Montebello. And I said my first job was on the Jack in the Box. Yeah. Right? Jack in the Box on Beverly and Montebello Boulevard. Yeah. I was in that shake costume once. It's horrible.
In a what costume? A shake costume?
A shake costume, a big furry monster thing.
You were actually in that?
Yeah. It was horrible.
Are there pictures?
I doubt it. No, I doubt it.
There wasn't phones back then.
No, there wasn't. There was definitely not phones.
I know.
Yeah.
I was being a smart.
I don't even know if there was portable cameras.
Right. Now, let's talk about, I have a connection with you other than Whittier. There's a thread that ties us together. And you used to work at a record label called SST.
For about a drink, for a cup of coffee. I did.
But you come from the music industry, and we're going to talk about that now. That's, I didn't go to college. I just started interning and worked at record labels. And I spent some time at SST and learned a lot. What year were you there?
I don't know. I think that Leaving Trains album was out, and the Bazooka with Jack Brewer. Yeah, that's the year. So whatever year that was. It was after Opal Records. That I spent a lot of years. And I started there as an intern.
Did you ever see Greg Ginn around?
Yeah, he was around, but I didn't really. There was no communication between me and him.
Right.
Other than maybe a hi.
How many people worked there at the time?
3 salespeople.
Wow.
Chuck head sales and Chuck's guy, and whatever the art department was doing, they were doing. Whatever, everyone else did. I just know that I had the middle part of the country selling records to Lawrence, Kansas, and I can't even remember where else I sold records to. Just calling them up, hey, you want this is out.
The catalog,
the Meat Puppets. The Meat Puppets did the thing with Nirvana on MTV Unplugged.
So when that came out,
a little after that, I was working there.
So people were buying Meat Puppets.
Yeah,
stuff, right?
That was pretty
a lot.
Yeah, a lot. A lot.
Yeah. So at that time, that was before digital downloads.
Oh,
and people were buying vinyl tapes and CDs, right?
Yeah.
CDs as well.
Yeah.
Now, you're a music fan. Yeah, you're a music fan.
Yeah.
But, let's talk about, the record industry because you could talk about it. You're experienced. At that time, there was no downloading and there was a lot of stores and a lot of space.
I worked in stores the whole time. I don't know if I was working at SST, but when I worked at Opal Records prior to that for a number of years, and they're based in London.
That's Brian Eno's label.
Brian Eno on that label, yeah. And
how did you get involved there?
A cousin worked for his installation in Santa Monica, and he did this art sound installation. So that is in maybe, I don't know, early 90s. And they needed some help. So I worked there for a few bucks an hour. And I still worked at Whittier, a record store here in Whittier, a warehouse record store. And I worked there for years and years and years, a different manager, down, up, down. So, I started as an intern, and then someone said that bringing the label here to Los Angeles, and they were going to look for interns, and I gave me a number. I called the right person, and we had an interview, and I worked there for free for quite a while, and I was like just everything, man. And it was back then, it was next to Triple X Records, which was
in L.A.
across the street from the Egyptian Theater back then.
That's what Triple X was?
Yeah, right next to each other in this old building, like a shoe shine guy in the front, and it was pretty grummy.
Right.
And back then, the people who took care of Opal Records also took care of management for Camper Van Beethoven. So I got to know some of those guys.
So when you dove in and got your feet wet, how much did you learn? Did you actually learn a lot?
I learned about
the music
everything
industry?
all the time. Or learn about the industry?
Yeah.
Because
you came from a retail perspective.
Yeah.
So you're there seeing there's a demand and people are coming in and they're buying records and you understand the infrastructure of a store.
I worked for selling Harold Budd and Daniel Lanois. Daniel Lanois was hot, but his album wasn't. And when I worked there, Brian Eno did an album with John Cale, and they did to some Eno Cale Wrong Way Up, and that's about when I did that, and I did everything, man. I cleaned the restroom, I made coffee in the morning, I went to the P.O. box, I listened to tape.
Yeah.
No, even after that, I just did everything. I wrote letters, and I don't know how to type, and I just did everything. I listened to music.
So you would get demos and listen to them?
I got to listen to demos, yeah. Heck yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to listen. I was told to have the absolute word, for me to forward it to London. They wanted the absolute worst. Brian Eno wanted the absolute worst and absolute best.
Both extremes.
If it was something that just made me shrill, he wanted it. And if it's something that I couldn't believe I was hearing in a positive way, he wanted those.
That's pretty amazing. So, I mean, when you went in there, how much experience do you have working at a label? Not much, right?
Oh, zero.
And he had faith in you.
Well, he didn't. I mean, he was. He has bigger fish to fry than me. I was just a guy working in Los Angeles. It was the guy, David Snow at the time, who worked in Los Angeles. Yeah, so he was him that. But yeah, I was an intern, and I just kind of toughed it out and did it. It wasn't anything. I was just working, man. I was easier than hiring someone who knew more about it. I just was.
Wow.
And just learned. I'm always learning. I don't know. I'm not the same guy. I don't know how committed, because I was younger, a different guy.
Sure. So you were way committed. That's what you wanted at the time.
Oh yeah. Music is everything for me.
Still is.
Yeah. Well, love then music.
Now, how long were you there at Opal?
Quite a while.
I
don't remember, man.
I mean, so
I don't remember. They closed it down to the shop here. They closed down the American office. So they called me. I got a call on a Sunday saying my job was redundant. So
that's how they said it?
Yeah. That's the phrase they use.
Redundant.
So they made my job redundant. They made me redundant. I forgot what it was. So they gave me a severance and asked if I'd help close up the place, ship everything off to wherever it was supposed to be shipped. And people picked up. I got to be fairly good friends with Harold Budd, who's a great musician, a super guy. I hope he's doing well. And even also John Hassel, too. I got to meet him. And in fact, I was the Love Supreme. I was listening to Love Supreme way back when. And I remember talking to him on the phone. And he's, I listened to Coltrane. That's the Love Supreme. And I wasn't even sure I was listening to it back then. It was just on.
It was just on?
I guess so. That's what I'm listening to. I heard it over the phone.
So back in the day when people were really trying to get record deals and stuff, how many demos would you get?
Not a whole bunch.
Yeah.
They came, but not a whole bunch. They didn't, they could send them to London. Why would they send them to American office? Yeah. So, I did get some, and I wasn't always listening. I wasn't the A&R person. That was my boss, and there was people. They had people in Warner Brothers. It was part of Warner Brothers,
right?
And so they did their work. It was submitted to them. I just, got some, taggart stuff here and there. But I got to listen. I got to see it. I got to experience, have fun with it.
But to be inside an infrastructure, a real functioning record label, it's actually moving units and putting product out.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn a lot.
You do. You would be if I was working at, Epic or a bigger label. I was working at Opal that, struggling to get people to listen to Harold Budd or John Hassel was working on an album. I don't know if that ever came through, but Yeah.
Right. And then how'd you end up at SST? I mean,
then my job was redundant. And at the time, I was older than most folk, and getting into Warner Brothers, I used to work a lot with Warner Brothers. I spent quite a few days going in and going over there and either mail or picking up stuff, delivering stuff. And I got to know Bill Bentley pretty well just because I was the guy from Opal. And he sat there and talked to him and listened about a number of stuff. I'd sit in his office and talk. I don't know how many times. It seems like I did it a lot. I don't know if I really did, how many times I did. But, yeah, it was great hearing, Roky Erickson's stories or... Anyway, that's...
Right. So let's talk about your musical taste. I mean, you are really a music fan. Now, do you play music?
No.
You don't. But let's talk about what we heard. That first song.
That was my nephew Henry.
That's your nephew Henry.
Yes, and he put that together. Yes, he played all the instruments. He put it together. He put a little video together with that of Bill, and they put some kind of filters on it, and yeah, it rocks. I was telling you, I would like that even if I wasn't my nephew. I think we'll see what the consensus is, but I liked it.
So let's talk about some of your life-changing musical experiences, like seeing bands live. I mean, what were some of the bands that you saw live that really just changed things for you? Like, I mean, it's like, whoa, this is just like, I'm into this.
Oh, man, there was all kinds of stuff. I saw the Ramones open up for Black Sabbath. I think I told you.
You went to that in San Bernardino?
No, I saw it in Long Beach.
That was at the Long Beach Arena?
Yeah, 90. I think I looked it up just the other day. 91.
It's up there, right?
Yeah. That was before Rock and Roll High School because they had flyers. They had flyers to see Rock and Roll High School
at the theater.
At the theater, yeah.
So Ramones opening for Black Sabbath.
I saw the Screamers at the Roxy, and that was pretty great. I don't know what year that was.
Now the Ramones opening for Black Sabbath, though, in the Ramones book, An American Band, they talk about how they were booed.
Yeah,
constantly.
Everyone sat down. Yeah, some of us. I was far. There was people standing. There was a handful of people.
I mean, it was really.
I was there to see that as much as I was to see Black Sabbath.
No. What year was that? 70?
79, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
I was a kid, man. My first concert was Led Zeppelin.
You saw Zeppelin?
Yeah, my folks dropped myself and my brother off, and picked us up at the end. Saw Queen a number of times that way. Yeah.
Now,
they were pretty good that way in hindsight.
Having experienced eyes and ears for music, being someone who works in the music industry or worked in the music industry and is a huge fan.
I saw Willie Dixon sing Backdoor Man with Buddy Guy. I was standing right in front of him. They carted him up with 2 canes. That was pretty.
That's heavy, right?
I was sitting next to my brother, and it was. Thank God, it was pretty bad.
Wow,
pretty good.
Well, tell me about the Zeppelin experience. I mean, where was this? A forum?
Yeah, it was okay.
Overrated?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No, they're great. They're great. I just wasn't ready for it or something. Maybe I was expecting something different.
Really? I mean, that's like, extremely iconic.
That Moby Dick? Fuck.
So,
excuse me.
No, you could say that.
I know.
Fuck.
Oh, dude. Okay. Moby Dick, man.
Okay, so you see Zeppelin, and it just, I mean, how old were you?
77. I was born in 62, so 15?
15. Yeah. I mean, people talk about this, seeing Led Zeppelin,
15, man.
And to sit in front of someone that's seen them, it's like always a story. Everyone has their own
it was good. It was kind of, it was.
Were they ahead of the curve?
The day before or the day after, Keith Moon came and played with them. Everyone had some guys coming out and playing.
Right.
And I got the day where everyone was tired, man. Everyone was hungover, and it was just, drug. Yeah. I wasn't.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So the Ramones Black Sabbath thing, in the book An American Band, Johnny talks about like, we had to do these, we signed to do these dates with Black Sabbath. I knew it was wrong. These people wouldn't like it, but that bill is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I'm blessed to be there.
Right. There's a folklore legend that the San Bernardino date at the Orange Pavilion was just like a nightmare. Like people were trying to get on stage and hit them and throw things at them. I'm a huge Ramones fan. The first time I saw them was 1991 at the Palladium on the Mondo Bizarro tour. I went to all 3 nights, and that was like a huge monumental night for music and me connecting. Like, wow, That's how you're supposed to play punk. You know, with conviction, authority, confidence, and not
1,
up
2,
and
3,
down.
4.
Not up and down, but downstroke, which is a lot harder. You know? So let's talk about
I saw at the public playground, I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan there once, and nobody was there. There was a few little crowd of people in there. But back then in Los Angeles, I would see, man, on any weekend, I'd see the James Harmon Band or the Blasters or X or the Plugs, Jimmy, Top Jimmy, you know, whoever was playing somewhere.
that like
I
slash
saw a lot
record
of that
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I even, you know, I saw a lot of the pop stuff as well. And Geza X. I can't think of them offhand, man. It seems like every time I went somewhere, the Alley Cats were playing. And anyways, just a lot of bands.
Right. Now, I want to know your opinion. Where do you like to go in Uptown Whittier when you want something? Are there any places that you go to?
Oh, I go everywhere. I go across the street to the bottle. I have beer everywhere.
That's awesome. So you totally it's a support system.
Oh, and vice versa.
Yeah.
We're friends. We are friends. It's never adversarial. It is open arms.
That's great.
And everyone treats me really well.
That's awesome. One thing that I want to give is a curriculum, because we always do that. Every show, that's what Los Angeles Nista is we talk about an area, a destination, and we tell you how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know what's so funny is being car free, some people, they just go like, whoa. Like
car free is carefree, man.
Like you could get there. You could get from downtown. Right now we're on Olive, 643 South Olive Boulevard or Avenue, between 6th and 7th. And if we wanted to go to the 6740, we would just walk 30 seconds to 6th Street, take the Line 18 bus, right? Straight shot going eastbound, because 6 turns into Whittier. And then we would get on and transfer.
Hold on, let me write this down.
At Whittier and Garfield in Montebello, and take the Montebello Line 10. Not the one that says Pico Terminal, because that's a short line. No. You take the one to Whitwood Mall.
That's the one.
And it costs $1.85.
But if you have the pass?
But if you have an Easy Pass, like I do, it's $84 a month.
Praise be.
And if you divide it by 30 days, it's $2.85 a day to ride unlimited. So imagine going from like downtown to Green to
it costs a little more in February if you think about it.
you
ever
just
think of that?
No.
Okay.
No, but
I'm sorry to bring that up.
but hypothetically speaking, if you want to be,
I take the Gold Line often. I live in
Eagle Rock.
I live in Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
I just moved, so I will drive. I have taken a Lyft, I think it was, to the Gold Line, the Del Mar station.
Yeah,
I think it's called, and I have taken them downtown and met Kimberly, and go to a Clipper game or Dodger game.
Let's talk about that. Have you taken the Gold Line to the Clipper game?
I've taken it once years ago from the Green Line to the Blue Line.
That's rough. Where you're from,
but you still have to drive to the Green. From where I'm at, you still have to drive to the Green Line. You have to get to the Green Line.
Green Line,
the end of the Green Line, at Imperial, at the end of the 105.
To go to LA Live?
LA Live. That's when I was living in Whittier.
Oh, that's when.
But from here, we've taken it. It's fun.
Right. No, it's great. I mean, it's car free. You save money. There's no parking.
It's carefree.
It's carefree. And the thing about it is, from Whittier,
dude, you got to use that carefree stuff.
If you want to go,
you can have it.
Can I have it?
Please, my gift.
I don't need to contact my IP lawyer, intellectual property.
Not yet. Not yet. On the other stuff, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So the fact of this is like, if coming from Whittier and going to a Clipper game, you could take the Line 10 from Painter.
I've had Clipper tickets since 2001.
Remember when
before
Elton
Brand?
Arena?
Yes, I do, but I didn't go to those games. Okay. Before Elton Brand was there.
Really?
That's when I started getting tickets. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. How are they playing? They just destroy.
They're okay.
Yeah,
they're okay.
They just broke a record the other night for the biggest.
Yeah.
How many points was that?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Let's talk about baseball. I mean, obviously know baseball because I'm a huge baseball fan.
Oh, good.
I played lots of baseball, first base and catcher, and used to coach it at Whittier High.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I didn't play baseball. I could play basketball more than baseball, but I can coach. Coaches
and you appreciate the sport.
I do love baseball.
Angels or Dodgers?
Dodgers, definitely.
All the way.
Yeah, but I'm not Angels too, man. It's all good. If you like it, I love it.
If you like it, I love it. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I can't, man. When the year that the Angels won the World Series, before the season, I put money down on the Dodgers. The odds weren't as good, so I put money on the Angels before the World Series, before the season even started. I put a lot of money, and so I did well with the Angels.
Wow.
That 1 year. That's a long time ago.
You know, the cool thing about Dodger games now, they got the Dodger shuttle from Union Station.
Yeah, have you taken it?
I have a lot. Last year, I went to a lot of games. They were winning.
How is that?
It's awesome.
How's the wait from Dodger Stadium to back to the Union Station? Do you have to wait? Is this a big cattle call, or is there plenty of buses?
You know what? I've experienced both. Now, I'll get to that, but let me just explain that. Coming from Whittier, like say, for example, like you went to 6740 on a Sunday and had to be there in the morning or something, right? And are like on a Saturday or Sunday and say, okay, you know what?
Let's just say
I'm going to leave my car
go
here.
down there. Yes.
I'm going to leave my car here.
Mm-hmm.
You could take the Line 10 in front of Rocky Cola, one bus, all the way to Beverly and Atlantic, the Gold Line.
The Gold Line.
Take the Gold Line to Union Station, 18 minutes, walk to the back on Vignes, get on the Dodger shuttle for free, and they give you a ride. The LA.DOT, they cone off the lane, and there's an actual designated lane for the shuttles. So you don't have to wait on Sunset Boulevard traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So for one, it's like, even if you didn't have a pass, it's like $1.
I've seen that. That's what that lane's for.
$1.85.
You guys.
$1.85.
I made a U-turn in that.
You know, you could drink and not drive, right? You could U-turn. Came back.
I did.
That was you? On Friday fireworks night?
I know. No, I'm dreaming it.
You're dreaming
It's
it?
all a dream.
It happened. This is a dream.
Absolutely. You're just in my dream. No. Not that way, weirdo.
I think we should do a 6740 after party.
Let's go. I'll meet you guys there.
Yeah. I'll race you. I'll take the bus.
Uh-huh.
So anyhow, we had, you know,
see you in an hour.
Say, for example, you know, you want to go car free. You could
I told you I was a riot today, didn't I?
You were.
I told you I was a riot today.
You were.
I tell everybody that every day.
But you are.
I love you, and I'm a riot.
But perception becomes reality. You are right. You're funny.
I have become it.
You become it. You are it. So yeah. I mean, you could take the Line 10 from Uptown Whittier, right there. One bus to the Gold Line, and then it takes 18 minutes to get from the East LA Gold Line stop, the first stop, to Union Station. You walk to the back, 18 minutes, right? So you don't have to like sit in traffic, Sunset Boulevard, pay $10 parking. And when they drop you off, it's directly in back of the center field gate. So you're not like parked and then walking.
Mm-hmm.
And the shuttles basically run the whole game. So you could be green and go to a Dodger game.
We
should try it in April.
You can be.
We should try it in April.
You can be any color.
Yeah.
Color doesn't matter, man.
Green conscious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe you brought that whole stuff up. Yeah, you do. You can.
I will lead the way for you in spring.
Okay.
We will go to a game.
Okay, I'll drive down to Union Station. Is that what you're saying?
No, from 6740.
Okay, yeah, let's get a
day
group.
game.
Yeah, sure. That'd be even, Businessman Special. They used to be great.
Oh, my God.
In the heat, man.
So anyways, there's that. And if people want to come from Whittier to see a Clipper game, you just got to take that same Line 10.
And hit the blue line.
I would say.
Or the red line.
No, the easiest way is transfer to the Line 18 on Whittier and Garfield. So 2 buses straight shot and then get off on Hill and 5th and just walk to Figueroa and 9th. Write it down. I mean,
I'll just call you.
Call me. Text me.
Yeah.
I'll take your calls.
Okay, thanks.
So being an Angelino, do you think we'll ever see an infield like Ron Say, Davey Lopes, Bill Russell?
Oh, man, that was pretty great.
Mike Scioscia,
I
Fernando
saw before
Fever.
that, man. I saw before that. I remember Wes Parker as a first baseman. That guy was my favorite.
Was he your hero?
Later on, oh yeah. And then later on, I was working at an art publisher, Marco Fine Arts, which was after Opal. And so my job was the inventory control. So a lot of I see paintings and they do serigraphs, but back then they were hand done. So you color separated by hand. Sometimes like 200, 300. Color separations. And other than that, I dealt with the artists as well and doing the relationships with them. So, forgot DeMarco. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking
No, we're talking about the Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Early 80s, late 70s.
Oh, yeah. So Al was the boss. I hear over the intercom, "Hey, Al, Wes Parker's here."
What?
Exactly. What? I'm sitting in I had an office.
Can't be
I had
him.
an office. And I'm sitting there going, what the heck? I get on the intercom. Al, yeah. The Wes Parker? It's a guy at the club. He doesn't think of Wes Parker like I think of Wes Parker.
Right.
So I'm going to come see you. So I went over there and I took, I helped Wes Parker frame some stuff and blah, blah, blah.
So what city was that in?
El Segundo. Yeah, it was pretty great.
Was that your favorite Dodger in the old days?
That was before then. Yeah, I was just a young kid. He was, first baseman.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a favorite. Who's my favorite?
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, the era like 77, 78,
Yeah.
83. Like, it's like Steve Garvey on first, Davey Lopes on second, Bill Russell, Ronce, Pedro Guerrero, Kenny Landreau, Rick.
There's a really good book called The Dodgers, something about blue, and it's all in the guy's words, and they have like the story about Kirk Gibson and Pedro Guerrero. There's some riffs there, and between Steve Garvey and
was it Bill Russell?
The pitcher, was it Bill?
Oh, Bob Welch.
No, Steve Garvey. I don't remember. There's a good True Blue. It's called.
It's called True Blue, and it's about
that, but it's in their words. So it's everybody recounting the whatever incident it was,
right?
A lot of the funky stuff.
So Garvey had a rivalry with one of his teammates, basically.
Yeah, because he was a clean guy and clean cut guy, and people didn't like. I forgot who it was, and some pitcher didn't like it. It's a pretty good book. It's a fun book to read.
True Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did some research, and I had no idea that Fernando Valenzuela, actually, when he was brought here from Mexico to join the Dodgers, they were training him in East Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
And at a park, like one of the guys lived in that area, and he stood with him, and he would just pitch all day.
That doesn't really surprise me.
No, but it's just like, wow, like, Fernando Fevers.
Well, you can do that now. Then you can do that because it wasn't such a, it was everyone was making money, but they weren't
like stars.
Right. It wasn't.
Now it's like
they were stars. Fernando's a huge star.
Right.
And there's no.
But by then he wasn't, though.
He wasn't. And he didn't treat himself like a star. And there wasn't all this marketing, and it wasn't about jerseys, and it wasn't about like
TV.
Man, I miss that other. I have a disconnect with sports now. I love college sports. I love student athletes. Love watching. I could watch any college sport, fencing,
anything,
badminton.
Really?
College World Series is probably one of my favorite sports. College basketball, just every sport. College football, I just love it. I love the enthusiasm.
I didn't know that.
Love it. Yeah. So, but I don't. That whole sport, when they're making, all these kids are making their money. So, they're kids that they worked hard to make their money. They're making their money, and that's awesome.
That's cool.
I have a real disconnect with like Dodger tattoos or Laker tattoos and stuff. When they start giving you $1 for every win or 10 cents for every win, then.
Well, yeah. I mean, are they a part of the organization? They got to be smarter than that, right? It's kind of like, why?
I've had people ask me about 6740 tattoos. I've got quite a number of people.
So there's loyalists out there. Let's talk about that.
I absolutely loyalists. There's people who, all of them are my friends. And even if I don't know them, they're my friends. There's people who I don't even know are loyalists. And
you have merchandise, these little shirts, hats.
Yeah. We're on the thin side right now, but yeah.
And have you seen any tattoos?
I don't remember. I've had quite a few people ask me, and I suggested they didn't get it because, I kind of said that whole spiel about when you get a penny for every French fry I sell, then you should be able to get it. But it's not a good idea.
Well, how about the Raiders fans? Like, do you guys show Raider games?
Well, we listen to jukebox. We don't listen to volume on TV.
Right.
But on big games, we will. So
sure. You will show it.
Yeah, and we don't have any special baseball ticket or football ticket or anything. If it's on TV, we get to show it. So if it's on TV, it's usually one game on, so we'll show it. So I don't get to choose and pick between what games are on.
Right.
So is that the right answer, right?
It's the right answer.
Okay.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, and if you like the Raiders, I love the Raiders.
Where's the place?
I'm working that one, ain't I?
Yeah, you are working that one. Yeah. Where's the one place in Whittier where you like to get Mexican food?
Oh,
Sit down
man.
Mexican restaurant.
Man, sit down Mexican food. Oh, Bazaar Capital right now, man. They're it's great. It's great. It's on Philadelphia. You know, remember where the Sizzler was?
Yeah.
That's Bazaar Capital.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Chef
It's
Ricardo
just,
Diaz.
it's just-
his place. He had, cooks
Chef
tacos.
Ricardo Diaz?
Yeah.
That's his place?
Yeah, it's great. And he has oh man, is it Caloric Kitchen? Oh, I hope I got that right. It's on Valley and it's on Valley and the 10. He has that as well, and he had cooked tortas was his. Anyways,
nice.
Yeah, that's probably right now, and I'm gonna get it for not for missing somebody's, but it's his. If I'm gonna go have Mexican food right now, I'm gonna go there.
Very well done.
I'm gonna have the vegetarian torta. No, the veg. Yeah, it's good.
It's really good, right?
Oh, the bread is great. Everything's there is great.
Have you ever had soy rizo?
Yes.
Like it?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, but with papas in a taco is good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm. In a fried
when
taco.
it's inside a taco.
Yeah, but it's you know why? Because they anglo it down with it's not as spicy as chorizo should be.
Sure.
That's the good. That's I have that advantage to taste what chorizo is supposed to taste like. Taste what menudo is supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring that up when you're talking about the menudo later. I was able to say, no, it needs more of this. It needs more of that. No, I need to get a fat substitute because it has to have fat. So I'm able to taste a soy burger. No, it tastes like cardboard. A lot of the veggie stuff tastes like cardboard.
So is it a necessity in your position to create a more vegan and veggie friendly menu?
Is it a necessity?
Yeah.
Probably. I would like to think it is, but I don't know how much of it. I could just make, frog gua and pork chops maybe. But that's not what I want to make something I want to eat and make it so other people. I'll have, don't want to eliminate meat. If you want to eat meat, I want you to be able to eat meat. I don't want to eliminate it. But I want to have a place somewhere where I can go to.
Right.
And have options where it's not. There's quite a few places in Los Angeles that are that way. Quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, I just think there was this craft beer, rise, and it just seems like there's a vegetarian rise. People are more conscious. Vegan.
It's consciousness.
Consciousness.
It's a rise in consciousness is what
absolutely
that we were talking about earlier. It's not just it's just not the vegetarian. It's just going to lift your vibration, and that's where I'm talking about this, but that's where it kind of really came from, as opposed to is eating lighter, being lighter, and helping lift my vibration.
That's what it's about. I mean, if you feel, if you feel light, you are light, and it's all about. The bottom line is this. Look at.
Tell me, what
we're all meant to be godlike.
We all are.
And and some people shut themselves off. They don't activate their chakra and the third eye. And you keep things, fed through wellness, yoga and great diet, that, healthy food. All you got to do is juice, live food, fruits and vegetables. I mean, that'll make a difference.
Yeah.
And,
right. I had hepatitis.
Did you?
I had hemophilia. I do technically still have hemophilia. I got better from it. I had hepatitis C, and I changed my diet. I changed everything I did, and not really intentionally, just the right stuff came to me at the right time in the right order that worked for me. And I was open to it, and I did it, and I changed my diet. I was eating meat, but I put the right minerals and vitamins and fruit all in my body, and I got my blood moving, and I did everything. And
fantastic.
I told myself in 2 months I was going to get better, and in 2 months I had zero of the virus in me. I went from so many billions of the load, some viral load, and I went to zero.
We're going to take one final music break. Mm-hmm. We're going to play a few tunes off your personal playlist of what Mike likes to play.
Oh, wow, man.
And but before that, we're going going to give a little.
I'm going to do
just a couple songs.
Oh, good.
We're going to do a couple songs off your playlist.
Oh, but you're going to do a commercial.
Yeah.
I always wanted to, you were talking about how good
this episode, Los Angeles Nista, episode 115, the Whittier episode, highlighting 6740.
That's a commercial for me.
It's brought to you by Amoeba Music,
Nice.
Jaritos, La Mascota Bakery in Boyle Heights, Death Wish Skateboard, Santa Cruz Skateboards.
Where's Death Wish at?
Death Wish is a manufacturer that makes boards and clothes.
Where?
And well, they're out in North Hollywood. That's their headquarters, but they're worldwide. They're like they sponsor Tony Hawk's son, Riley Hawk. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. Very, very well done.
A skateboard's one of those long things with the wheels?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And the episode is also brought to you by a local band called Courage You Bastards.
Courage, comma, you bastards?
Just Courage You Bastards.
Oh, okay. There's no
And yeah, they got a new record out called Across the Fires in the Dark on iTunes. And they're playing Phoenix 5-4.
Oh, really?
With us.
When?
On February 22nd. It's a free show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That place is great.
Live music. So let's take,
Awesome.
Speaking of music, let's listen to a few more tunes.
Oh, are we going to listen to Courage You Bastards?
No, we're going to listen
I don't have that. Oh, I don't?
You
What?
should.
How about what? Or it's complicated. Can I do it?
Oh, it's casual.
No, it's casual. Oh,
dude, you know what? It's complicated. You got me. I love that.
Oh, yikes.
stuff, a sticky sweet romance. And she makes you wanna scream wishing you could get inside her pants. So you fantasize away while you're squeezing her. You thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. So you call her on the phone to talk about the teachers that you hate. And she says she's all alone, and her parents won't be coming home till late. There's a ringing in your brain, 'cause you could have swore you thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd been telling you, good girls don't, but I do. And it's a teenage sadness everyone has got to taste. And in between age madness that you know you can't erase, till she's sitting on your face. You're alone with her at last, and you're waiting till you think the time is right. 'Cause you've heard she's pretty fast, and you're hoping that she'll give you some tonight. So you start to make your play, 'cause you could have swore you thought you heard her saying, good girls don't, good girls don't. But she'd be telling you, good girls don't, but I do. And it's a teenage sadness everyone has got to taste. And in between age madness that you know you can't erase, till she's sitting on your face. And it hurts. Good girls don't, good
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella upside down, speedy. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, speedy. So when it starts to thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven, you and me. Your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella upside down, speedy. Trade them for a package of sunshine flowers. If you want the things you love, speedy. So when it starts to thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven.
Hey, welcome back to the 115th episode of Los Angeles Nista. That's already it. That's a wrap. That was the Whittier episode highlighting 6740 and Mike Hatchoff, the owner of 6740. Thank you for the backstory. Thank you for your positive vibes and energy. And thank you for coming on Los Angeles Nista. Anything you want to say?
Thank you.
Can I show my gift? Or is that bad?
It's not for me. It's not for me. But yeah, go ahead, show it. Don't wait.
No. Let's leave it a suspense.
Just keep it wrapped up.
If they want to see it, they have to come on the Los Angeles Nista walking tour in Whittier.
Okay, there you go.
And that will be that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.